this one gentleman. His name is Viktor Gyökeres. Viktor Gyökeres is wanted by Arsenal. But why exactly is he wanted by Arsenal? Why does Arsenal want Viktor Gyökeres? In fact, Arsenal need Viktor Gyökeres. Why do they need him? Let's walk through it. So this is the gentleman, Viktor Gyökeres. A lot of people might not know. Let me break it down to you. Some complications to the whole deal. It's because Sporting would be earning somewhere in the region of 50 million euros after the deal is done. Brighton will be earning part of that money. Coventry will be earning part of that money. Even St. Pauli, his very first team, would be earning some of that money. So it's going to trickle down. Hence, Sporting insisting on trying to get the right amount of money for their most expensive signing. Yeah. So Gyökeres was the most expensive signing of Amorim when he was with Sporting CP. And how much did it cost them? It cost them some 20 million euros to get this deal done from Coventry City to Sporting CP. But in his time at Sporting, he really played really well and has earned him the reputation that Arsenal are chasing after him. But why do Arsenal want him? Let's break it down. It's quite simple. Arsenal want Gyökeres for quite simple reasons. But who exactly is Gyökeres? Gyökeres is a centre forward who is actually prefers to be shooting from his right foot. It doesn't mean that his left foot is daft or that. No, he can shoot with his left, but he prefers to constantly shoot on his right foot. Aside this whole situation of he shooting with his right foot, he's 6 feet 2 inches, making him quite tall. He's got the physique of a striker that would actually flourish in the EPL. So you need to look out for the man, Viktor Gyökeres. Now, let's move it on. One of the reasons why Arsenal want to sign Viktor Gyökeres is because of his speed. How fast is he? Gyökeres can easily daft into spaces, bend the runs, and get into interesting spaces and make it difficult for defenders to actually track him. That is one reason why Arsenal want him. Do Arsenal have this in their current lineup? I don't think so. Do they have it in Kai Havertz? Nah. So Arsenal actually need an out-and-out striker, and Viktor Gyökeres will give them that much needed speed to play on the break rather than always using the outlets of Saka or Martinelli or Trossard. We'll see what happens. So aside speed, there's one interesting thing. His movement inside the box and creating opportunities. Over the past couple of seasons, Arsenal have scored most of their goals through corner kicks and set pieces. However, with Viktor Gyökeres in the team, it provides them with the option of creating more chances for him via the foot in open gameplay situations to score because of his agile movement in the penalty box. Here you can see he's actually running in between two defenders and is actually running on the shoulder of this defender, running in front, directly in front of this defender to crash on the ball that's going to be coming in from Goncalves, which is one interesting situation. Aside that, he also knows how to bend the round. Yes, bend that round for him, and he will be able to pick that ball beautifully. So his speed, his movement. Now, aside all these two interesting things, which is getting Arsenal pumped up for the transfer. Wait, let me get you some more. Now, aside that, he can actually also drop into midfield and assist in build-up and also create chances. Do Arsenal need that? Yes, they do. To confuse their opponent. Because over the past couple of seasons, Arsenal became unidirectional when it came to creating goal-scoring opportunities. But with this particular gentleman, Viktor Gyökeres, he's going to provide them with more versatility up front in the middle of the pack and also going not into deep midfield, but helping the play, making movement and fluid movement for Arsenal players to actually cause some more distractions. In such a case, that's where I would love to see Kai Havertz play out on the wing, on the left side. Yes. Why Kai Havertz there? Yes. Hear me out. Kai Havertz playing out, Gyökeres in the middle, Saka here, and Kai Havertz, Gyökeres can form their own little triangle, whilst Saka, Odegaard, and also Ben White have their own little triangle here. It gives defenses much more to think of. Who do we defend against? Where do we put much pressure on? And where do we get results from? And that is to the benefit of Arsenal. Let's talk more about Viktor Gyökeres. Still, outside his movement and ability to create, he does a lot more. He is actually also able to link up play. Like we saw in that particular one, and seeing how Joao Pedro has been able to link up play with his Chelsea teammates. Viktor Gyökeres would be able to actually also link up play beautifully for the team Arsenal. Now, when not in possession, that is another reason why Arsenal are getting him, is because of his efficiency and speed at tackling. He's got speed, which I insist is one of the reasons why Arsenal want him. His movement in the box is tremendous. He is able to come back and help create chances for the team, which is also one thing, not that Arsenal need that much, but is an added option to Arsenal getting Viktor Gyökeres, I should say. When it comes to pressing, he is the right man to start the line of press for Arsenal. Arsenal are a high-intensity team, and Viktor Gyökeres, 26 years of age, I should say, this is going to be his biggest contract yet, and he is ready for the Premier League and start that intensity for them. Let's now so one player that a couple of people have been mentioning, that's Jesko and then Gyökeres, comparing them. When you compare the two strikers, one thing you are able to find out is Gyökeres is light years better statistically than Benjamin Sesko. So it sort of makes more business sense why Arsenal want the man, Benjamin. They did not want the man, Benjamin Sesko, again. Actually, they now want the man, Viktor Gyökeres, to come and give them all the needed things they actually want in an out-and-out striker, to make sure that they are not going to come second this time, but actually going to come first, possibly in the Premier League.